In addition to the violence, Bundy thrived on the attention his crimes garnered. He had a fascination with the investigation, and his ability to manipulate people, including law enforcement, added to his sense of power. He seemed to enjoy outsmarting the police, drawing out the investigation with his ability to maintain his innocence despite mounting evidence. His confidence in evading capture for so long was a direct result of his manipulation and psychological cunning. As we move forward in this case, it's important to understand the deep psychological complexity that allowed Bundy to evade capture for so long. His ability to blend in, to appear as the average young man, masked the true monster that was inside him. The path to capturing Ted Bundy was long and twisted, but ultimately, law enforcement was able to connect the dots and put an end to his reign of terror. The investigation was fraught with challenges, but several key turning points led to Bundy's eventual downfall. It wasn't until 1975 that Bundy was arrested, but his capture came as a result of a combination of luck and diligent police work. That year, in a break from his usual pattern, Bundy made a critical mistake. He was pulled over by a police officer in Utah. At the time, Bundy had already been linked to several disappearances, but there was still no solid evidence to directly tie him to the crimes. The officer, who had recently seen a description of Bundy's car, a tan Volkswagen Beetle, decided to pull him over. Inside the vehicle, police found items that seemed suspicious: burglary tools, handcuffs, and ski masks, which seemed out of place. The officer's quick thinking led to Bundy's arrest for possession of burglary tools. Although Bundy was arrested for this relatively minor charge, it marked the beginning of the end for him. He was eventually connected to a string of kidnappings and murders. Further investigation revealed that the items found in his car matched the kinds of things used in previous crime scenes, and police began to see a clearer pattern emerging. Bundy's fingerprints were eventually found at a crime scene, strengthening the case against him. The real breakthrough came when Bundy was linked to the brutal murder of 2 women at a sorority house in Florida in 1978. At this point, Bundy's movements had become more erratic, and he seemed to be getting more careless. It was in Florida, just after his escape from a previous jail, that Bundy was finally arrested again. This time, authorities had enough evidence to connect him to the series of killings across multiple states, including Washington, Utah, and Colorado. At his trial, Bundy was convicted of multiple murders, and there was an overwhelming case against him. But even as his conviction seemed certain, Bundy tried to manipulate the legal process.